call me Matt. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, Matt, you're third in line to become L. Third! Not mellow, who's second, and not near, who's first. So why are you making this video? Well, I might be third in line, but really, I could be first if I wanted to. Just mellow might kill me, and I like my life. But that's not the point. I know my verbs, and a lot of people ask me, gee, Matt, what the heck is a verb anyway? Well, if you happen to be someone like that, you're in luck, because I can tell you what a verb is. Now, really and truly, you probably know what a verb is. I mean, you use verbs in your daily life all the time, whether or not you are actually conscious of it. Well, a verb is a predicate of a sentence, and it implies a state of existence or an action, or an occurrence. Okay? Do you have that? You better, because, you know, this stuff's intense, and you're not gonna get anywhere if you don't know what a verb is. Just keep that in mind. Wow! I feel smarter already! Well, of course you feel smarter already, because you are stupid. But I digress. Now, let's move on to some crazy cool Latin verb action, okay? Are you ready for this? Let's begin with stems. In Latin, verbs, like everything else, have stems. Take the vocabulary for love, for example, amo, amare, amavi, amatus, and find the stem. To find the stem, you take the second word in that vocabulary, amare, and drop the ending, re, leaving you with ama, and that is the stem. Now you might be asking, what good is a stem anyway, and what can I do with it? Once you have the stem, you can do all kinds of crazy cool things with it, like putting endings on it. Now, I'm going to start with the personal endings. O and M, S, T, mus, tis, and T, okay? O and M is singular, first person, I. S is singular, second person, you. T is third person, singular, he, she, or it. Mus, M-U-S, is plural, first person, we. T-I-S, tis, is plural for y'all, you, plural. And NT is plural, third person for they. Okay? Those are the personal endings. Oftentimes they're learned as the present endings, but the present tense, but they don't show any tense at all. They show person, you know, third person. And with person, first person is self-inclusive. Third person is self-disclusive, or I don't think that's a word, but it might as well be. Basically, you're not including yourself. And those are the easy ones. Second person is a little bit trickier because it's this crazy person that was invented or whatever just so you can address somebody, be like, hey you, or y'all, come over here, okay? Or, you know, could be like, laudo, laudare, laudavi, laudatus, which is praise, the vocabulary for praise. Take that, and it could be laudatis, and that would be you praise, y'all praise. Okay, you got that? Good. Now, there are other endings as well, namely the bo by boos. We call them that. They're really the future endings. They're bo bis bit, bimus bitus bunt. They should have been said in a ridiculous southern accent, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm English. What? But I digress. Okay. Anywho, bo by boos, future endings. I'll give you a nifty little chart down there because I don't feel like going through all this like 5,000 times, and it's just going to take up space on the camera. It's going to be a big mess. So I'm going to give you a chart right down here. It's going to show you what's plural and singular and all that fun jazz. Okay? Now you may be asking, well, those B's are tense signs. They imply a tense. You know, past, present, future, and perfect, which we're going to get to. Yeah, you know, past, it's happened already. Future will happen. present happening right now. Then there's the crazy perfect tense, and it's so redonkulous, and it has its own special vocabulary chart thingy, its own set of endings. Vocabulary chart thingy. Psh. I'm smarter than that, because I'm third in line to be L. But anyway, there ist it, Emmas ist es erant, and again, you're gonna get a chart down here with all those on it, plural, singular, fun stuff. And the present tense is, well, it's something, it's done, it's over with, it's completed, because that's what perfect really means. It's like something that's perfect is something that's complete and flawless and whatnot, right? Right, like me. That was a joke. Yeah. Now, after this crazy bombardment of endings, you may be asking yourself, should I know anything else about verbs? The answer is yes. Yes, there is. Outside of person and tense, which we've already covered, there are 3 more characteristics of verbs: number, mood, and voice. Number is very easy. It's just the quantity of whatever you're trying to describe, which can be either one or more than one, singular or plural. Amo, amamus. Wait, that came out weird. Amo, amamus. Didn't say that so strangely this time, okay? Okay. So yeah, singular, plural. One. Next, you have mood. There are 3 sorts of moods. There's the imperative mood, and that's commands. It's giving an order, and the way you do this in Latin is, remember finding the stem? Okay. Let's use love again, because love's an easy one. Amo, amare, amawi, amatus. Take the second one, take off the re, ama. That can also be a command, if you just say the stem. Ama! It's commanding someone to love in the singular form. To make it plural, you add te. It's commanding more than one person to love. Amate! You got that? Cool. After that, you have the indicative mood. And the indicative mood is about facts, so stating something that is true. That's a pretty easy one. And then there are infinitives, and infinitives are the uninflected form of the verb. I think we're good now, because it's usually at this point during my beautiful Latin verb explanation that people find themselves saying, I feel very educated on the subject of verbs. That's a good thing, because you should find yourself being a little more educated on this subject, especially if you know absolutely nothing about Latin. Sum I am, S-U-R, est it is, sumus we are, estis you are, sunt they are.